What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Just Simply Sports here with me. I'm Kaja. Let's just skip all the formalities and get right into NBA preseason basketball. As you all know, I am excited for this upcoming season. There have been a lot of trades. A lot of teams have leveled up. Some teams haven't leveled up at all. But hey, you never know. We have players who are back who were injured the past 2 seasons. They're back playing. So this should be a really, really good NBA season. As you'll know, preseason has been looking pretty good. There's been some things unexpected, like the Warriors are looking a lot better than what I thought, considering the offseason that they had. But one team that I've been waiting to see, keeping an eye on, are Milwaukee Bucks, because we all know that Giannis is Giannis. He's like a action. He's like an action figure. And by the way, a few weeks ago, I actually met him at an event. Very, very nice, very tall. But nevertheless, we all know that Dame, that was his first season last season, no pun intended, with Giannis. And it didn't necessarily end the way they wanted it to. But if you follow him on Instagram, you see that Dame has been doing a lot of different things to get ready for the season. He did 700 push-ups. He was 1,000 lunges. He was really putting in the work, and I'm sure Giannis has been as well. Now, I know there was some concerns because they didn't really work out together in the off season, but they were both busy, but still putting in the work nonetheless. And I know that they got a combined 44 points together the other night when they played the Chicago Bulls. I didn't watch the highlights. I like to wait and watch it with you guys so we can talk about it in real time together, give my honest reaction, and then I'm going to play the clip. It's a very short clip, and then we're going to talk about it.
A lot of shots that have to be made up tonight.
Yeah, they're going to get some early touches for Giannis. You would expect that, right? And the Bulls trying to send some defensive numbers. Handoff to Damian Lillard. That's a long two for Dame. Well, we're going through the box. Everyone's available except Chris Middleton. That'll also include the long rights.
Now, we're just going to pause this real quick. Chris Middleton, I feel like he's so off and on. Like, I don't know who approved the Drew Holiday trade, but I would not have gotten rid of Drew, especially giving him to Boston. That was crazy. I don't know who approved that or why they did, but that was such a dumb choice and decision. I would never have made it as a GM, as an owner. I would not have approved it at all. But he is always hurt, and I feel like if this season the Bucks are not able to get to at least the final round of playoffs and get to the NBA Finals and contend for an actual championship, I think he might have to go, because I feel like it's become more trouble than it's worth, being that he's always injured. When he's there and he's healthy, we know what he can do. But the best availability is availability. And if you're not available, then how does that help the team?
Missed the last preseason game. Finger roll finish for Giannis.
And crew Gary Trent Jr. on the floor. So while you're out there, you might as well, get your reps in. Be aggressive.
Oh, the blow by Dame hits everyone. And right past Terry, and he's got 4 points.
Even though the competition, realistically is not what you're going to be used to.
Oh, Dame. 6 points, hasn't missed a shot. A perfect 3 for 3 to open up.
And allows penetration that compromises your defense. Now you're susceptible to a lot of drawing kick action.
And Dame looks good tonight.
All right, so it seems like those workouts, they were working. They've been working. I'm looking at Dame, and I'm looking at his energy. It's given championship or nothing. That's what it's given.
For 8 points.
24 years old, and I like him as a pacer. So let's see what he does with this opportunity as a bull.
Giannis' second field goal with Lofton Jr. giving it to him. First preseason game for Lofton Jr. by the way. This body. Giannis straight down the lane to do that. Dame dribbles right into that. 13 points for Damian Lillard.
Look at the Bucks have to really kind of probably concentrate more on defense than they actually want to.
Good pass, good finish.
Pursuing that defensive rebound, and that caused the ball to come loose in the hands of Julian Phillips.
Yeah, the 12-second chance points here for the Bulls. Giannis gets another bucket. 20 points now for Giannis.
Great defensive box outs and rebounds.
Giannis will turn and back-to-back buckets. Hey, Melanie Ricks, you got a Bulls injury update. Defensive part of the game was the start of the third quarter. James from the corner, one more three-pointer for good measure. He's got 20 points here tonight.
All right, you guys. So just first thoughts after watching that short clip. I like what I'm seeing. I don't put too much into preseason because players are playing, limited minutes. Players are not really playing their stars. Players are not playing every game. So there's a lot of, different things that happen during preseason. So you can't really judge, but I will say that I feel like I see more of a synergy and a togetherness than I did last season. Now, granted, it's the first season. Things take time to gel. I know people expected that Dame was going to come there with Giannis and it was just going to go right to, to a championship. But I think people discounted how much Drew brought to the team with his defense, his ability to shoot, protect. And I feel like you can't put everything into offense, like although the offense is what sells the tickets because knocking down those threes and, the game time and everything obviously is more entertaining than, watching someone guard somebody, and post up the whole game. However, you need defense. And I feel like when they got rid of Drew, they got rid of a huge part of their defense that was not replaceable. And that's ultimately one of the biggest reasons why I feel like they did not, get to where they wanted to get to, aside from the injuries as well in the playoffs. But nevertheless, I like what I'm seeing. I like that they combined together for 44 points. There's a synergy there. There's a chemistry I see that I didn't necessarily see last season. Now, I know they didn't get a chance to work together in the off season because I think Giannis got married and Dame, was spending time with his family. People were just doing different things, life be life, right? But they were still working on their game. Dame, was doing some different things and challenging himself to be better. I'm sure Giannis, was as well. So I feel like as long as the two of them continue to lead the pack and lead it together, and I feel like the team is going to continue to grow and evolve as their relationship grows and evolves. Because, like I always say, when you want to win a championship, it's up at the top. It goes from ownership, GM, coaching, and I know Doc is not the coach that most people would have preferred. The what's it, Warriors? Go to sit on my mind. The Bucks to have. However, he is still a championship winning coach. He has championship pedigree. He knows what it takes to win a championship. So we can't take that away from him. We got to give credit where credit is due. I am excited to see what this team does. I'm rooting for Dame to get his ring finally. And looking at this clip, he seems like he is locked in and he is about his business and he's ready. Like it's been time. It's been Dame time for him to get that ring. Dame time, Dame time. It's been time is just time, right? And I feel like it's his time now to get this ring. And I can tell by looking at him and his energy that that's where his head and his mind is at. What do you guys think, though, about what you're seeing thus far from Milwaukee Bucks specifically and about the NBA season, preseason, that is, thus far? What teams are you excited to see? And what teams do you think are not going to do as good? Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video.